guys, how you guys doing? It's December. Welcome December. Eh? You guys excited? It's December. Are you? How are you feeling, Candice?
Okay, good. Okay, now I'm connected. Yeah. No, I'm excited. I've got some plans for December. This December, I'm really, we're talking about, I think just to tell everyone first, so we're going to be talking about planning and goal setting for 2021 and beyond. So, of course, very exciting times lying, waiting for us and lying ahead. So I've actually started, hey, Leroy, I'm already busy planning for success in 2021 and beyond. So I actually said we've been away on holidays now for a few weeks back. So I feel refreshed. I feel like I've had my time away. So this December, I actually just want to dig deep and plan for the new year. So, and just have some, just some peace and quiet and rest. And that's what I'm looking forward to this December. And you?
Nice. Yeah, you have had a lot of holidays, eh? You've been in lockdown for 3-4 months, and then you went on 3 holidays as well.
Yeah, no, I needed to get out
and planned out. I haven't been anywhere, so yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to winding down slightly. Yeah, it's been an awkward year, eh? It's been an awkward year. It's been a good year. I think good year taught us that we need to be creative. Taught us new skills. Eh? We're on Facebook Lives and on Zooms and which we were so nervous about before.
I remember the first time. Remember the first couple of times when we started our live webinars. And I remember how we used to connect afterwards and say, "Oh my goodness, that was awkward." And I wonder how that went. And then you listen to the video afterwards, or you watch it afterwards, and then you realize, okay, it wasn't that bad, but definitely room for improvement, But yeah, I think we've come a long way. So we started our live chats. When was it? Was it in April?
I don't know, man. We got closed down in March. It wasn't April. It was maybe May, June, July, somewhere there.
Yeah, I think it was June, but anyway, we'll check and see. Maybe we just need to celebrate soon, count our live webinars and see how many we've done, and just also celebrate the milestone, because I think it's definitely been a milestone for us in terms of doing this. But so it's been good. It's been good. Hey?
I said, so you've been planning, you've been thinking, you've been
Yeah, so like you say, it's been an awkward year in some ways, because obviously, your some of the plans that we also had in place, we couldn't, execute against, and I'm specifically focusing now on the property side of things. And those projects have been put on hold, and of course they've been moved to 2021. So from that perspective, it hasn't been good news, because of course we wanted to get started this year. But I always try and find a positive in every situation, and I've used this time, just to ensure that we definitely have identified the right projects. We've got all the information that we need, to better scope and plan going forward. So definitely use this time also to our advantage. But of course, you need to, when it comes to December, normally around about now, November time, I already start feeling like, I need to just revise those goals and just have a look at, what did you achieve during the course of the year. I think it's good to reflect. I always think it's good to reflect and see what you've achieved. Where are you today? Where do you want to be? And then, of course, what do you have to do in order to get to where you want to be? So I'm really in that stage now of, just clarifying again where I want to be, and also understanding where I am today. And then, of course, during this time, I also want to, just focus on the goal setting, the tasks and the strategy that will be able to get me to where I need to be, just to revise that and have a look at that.
No, I think that's good, because I think some people say, listen, I'm going to start planning in January. And I think January is a bit late, because I also did that many times a few years ago, start planning in January, the first week, second week. And I think when you get there, and I think that the best thing is if you start, November's gone. But if you start from November, working yourself into December, then when January hits you, you clear on what you need to do. You're already locked and loaded, and you can just execute instead of planning in January and then only starting by the 15th or starting on the 20th, which means you're already a couple of weeks behind.
Yes, yes, for sure. No, I agree with you. I think we've learned, I think, a lot of us in the past have maybe done that where you wait for January, but, you want to already start January on a high, so you want to make sure that by December, you know exactly what's going to be happening in January and how you're going to be moving things forward. So definitely, but I think for the audience that are out there, once again, thanks for joining us. And for those of you who are online, tell us, have you started planning for 2021 already? Or is it something that you're only going to be doing in January? So tell us a little bit more about your planning journey and normally how you do your goal setting. It would be good to hear from you as well. But I think, Roy, maybe just some tips from your side or some insights that you can maybe just share with the audience and our followers, just in terms of, how do you actually go about your planning? And then maybe I can share some tips and insights from my side too. And then we can just get feedback from everyone.
Okay. I think before we go into the planning, I think what's important, guys, is especially, normally in December, everyone switches off, right? And especially on the property side is that a lot of people think, I'll start in January, I'll start the mid of January after the 10th. But something that's actually powerful is that there are still a lot of good deals available in December. And because a lot of people switch off, investors and stuff, so which means while people are relaxing and you still out there looking at deals, putting in offers, there's not many people doing that. So there's still an opportunity in December to still find good property deals, eh? And I think instead, look at it's good. I'm also looking forward to just taking some time out. But I think before that, I thought, listen, this has been it's been a weird year. It's been a tough year, right? So I thought it'd be nice to just relax and just go into December. But then I thought again, listen, don't stop now. There's still deals out there. There's still sellers out there. There's still people that are motivated, that need to sell for whatever reason. So what I'm going to do until I leave for KZN, I'm still going to be out there looking at deals daily, putting in offers, and obviously start planning now for December, which for now we're specifically talking about the property side, that what deals I want to get involved in next year, how am I going to finance these deals, which areas I want to get in, and I think what's also important is to use this time to go out there, view, but also use this time to educate yourself. So as I said, when 2021 comes, you already locked and loaded. Right, so I think so that's good. I think, guys, don't stop, keep looking, keep putting in the offers, keep viewing properties, because there's a lot of good deals in December, eh? So yeah, so from my side, Candice, I'll say that from the property side, still view, still put in offers until you go away on holiday or whatever you're going to do this December.
Yeah, no, that's good. I just want to take it a little bit, just one step back and just say, for those of you who obviously want, just some insights in terms of what's the best way to actually plan and start working on success for 2021. I think it's so important, just to identify where you are financially today. So I think for me, that's the first thing, is that you need to know where you are financially today. And then you need to ask yourself, what is it that you want to achieve from a financial perspective? Because remember, property then just becomes another vehicle for us to generate the income that we need in order to achieve, those financial goals or those personal goals. So I think use this time of December, just reflect on where you are today financially, and then where you want to be. And then I think it's important to understand what strategies in property will be able to help you generate some of the income that you need in order to achieve that next milestone. And, and I think when it comes to goal setting, it's so important also to break your goals down into different milestones. So, do your goals and maybe start with 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years and beyond. So it's important for us to know what is it that we want to achieve in the next 6 months, or what is it that we want to achieve. So we need to be clear on that. And then also we need to understand in the next year. And let me just use an example. Let's say, for example, you've got debt, bad debt today, maybe of 100,000 or 200,000. Okay, so that's the bad debt that you have. And of course, let's say this debt has been harassing you maybe over the last few years, and you really want to get it off your plate now. What is going to help? What strategy is going to help you generate some lump sums of income so that you can take care of that debt? And sometimes your debt maybe you want to settle it in the short term, in the medium term, or in the long term, and that you will define as part of your goal setting. But I think it's so important to be clear about that, because if we now take that specific scenario and let's say you need to settle 200,000 maybe by the end of next year, then you need to find strategies in property that will be able to help you do that. And what strategy in property can potentially help you do that? So there are capital flips that can potentially help you do that, and that could possibly generate a lump sum of income for you, and that some of that income you would already be able to take and move towards that debt that you want to settle. So that's how we really need to look at our goals, our financial goals. And if you are using property as a vehicle, I do believe that there are multiple vehicles. Property is just one vehicle, because both Leroy and I believe in multiple streams of income. But if we just focus on the property side, you now need to identify what strategies in property will be able to help you actually achieve, your desired outcome. And then it's just a matter of executing. How are you going to go about executing against that strategy so that you can achieve that goal? And of course, Leroy shared some insights now about, use this time of December also. Don't become too relaxed. Use the time. We still have about 1 or 2 weeks in December, which I think are good weeks to still use and pursue, and start looking for opportunities. And for those of you who will be leveraging the banks, use this time also to do a pre-qualification. So go onto our Property Pick website. For those of you who are familiar with the tool, that's awesome. But for those of you who don't know, go onto the website on www.propertypick.co.za. Click on the Uber pre-qualification tool that we have available on the homepage, and then just see what you qualify for, and that's a good start, because I'm sure some of your financial situations have changed over the last couple of months. So you now need to see where you are today, and that's a good way to also, see where you are. And the awesome thing about working with Uber as well is that they will also help you, in your budget planning as well. So let's say, for example, you don't quite qualify today for whatever amount you're looking for. They can also share with you some insights in terms of how you're able to better manage your budget so that you can be in a position to, qualify for actually what you need. So have those conversations with the consultants that you will be engaging with. Once you do the pre-qualification, then of course the process will kick off from there, and they'll be able to get back to you. But I think, yeah, Leroy, I think so. So those are just some of my tips and insights,
good, So another thing is, Enrico, how's it? What else do we have online? I can't see from my side, but anyway, welcome, guys. Another thing, guys, what we do have for our investors, right? Candice was talking about pre-qualifications, and we've got a budget spreadsheet for our subscribed investors. We've got a portfolio spreadsheet which helps you analyze your current portfolio. If you've got 1, 2, 3 properties, see where they are. Are they making money? Are they not? We've got deal spreadsheets, which if you are looking for new deals, then that helps you. You don't have to do the calculations manually, just put in and it shoots out the ROI, the profit. So that's good, guys. So for our subscribed investors, part of your planning, get those spreadsheets, see where your portfolio is currently. Are your properties making money? Are they losing money? Is there equity in them? Is there not equity in them? Can you refinance? Don't you do that? Do you sell them? Do you up the rental? So that'll help you look at that. And obviously, we've got a budget spreadsheet as well to see, Candice said, see where you are now, right, financially, and then obviously work towards the plan to where you want to be. And I think another thing which is good, guys, is work out your financial freedom figure. Your financial freedom figure, which says that when I remind, this is my expenses, right, my monthly expenses, Now, what I want to do is I want my assets, let's say my properties, and the income from my properties to eventually cover my basic living expenses. Right? So do that calculate, do that exercise as well to see where you are now, and with all your expenses, right? How much income, passive income from your properties do you need to cover that expenses? Right? And that's a good place to be. That's where you want to be, where the income from your properties cover your basic living expenses. Okay? So that's good. So do that exercise as well. We call it financial freedom figure. And then what you want to do is, once you determine what your financial freedom figure is, you want to see what type of properties will get you there the quickest. Okay? For example, do I get into buy to let, or do I get into multi-lets? Multi-lets will probably get you there quicker. Eh? Or Candice says, do I have a lot of debt? Maybe I'll do 1-2 flips. I've got debts of 100, 200,000. Do 1-2 flips to settle that debt in the next few months. So I think that's something to look at as well.
For sure. That's good. And I think, it's so important. You just touched on a very important point there for people to know what their financial freedom figure is. Because I'm sure many of you who are on this call and who are interested in property, if you are exchanging your time for money today, meaning that you are putting in time and as a result, you are being rewarded. So you are maybe employed or you are self-employed. So that means you're exchanging your time for money. I'm sure if you are in that particular situation today, I'm sure you want to get out of that situation. So everyone wants to be, or many people that I've spoken to want to be in a situation where they don't have to exchange their time for money in order to take care of their monthly commitments. If they do it because they want to do it, but they are in a position where their assets is now taking care of their monthly commitments, meaning that money is now starting to work for you. So if you are investing in positive cash flowing deals, eventually you will accumulate sufficient cash flow that will be able to take care of your financial commitments. And that's ultimately what I believe that a lot of people want to work towards, is that we want to be in a position where money starts working for us and we continue earning even whilst we sleep. We still continue generating the income that we need. And that will give us a lot more financial security in terms of where we are today. It will help us to secure our financial future. And also that means that we will have more of our time back, because once you have more of your time back, that means that no longer are you now forced to exchange your time for money. Why? Because your assets are bringing in the type of income that you need in order to be able to continue, moving your lifestyle forward and your goals forward. And if that's not your mindset today, I think it's so important to get to that mindset, because you must not be comfortable where you are today. If you are in a job today, or if you are self-employed, you need to really find a way where you are able to, start putting in place passive streams of income or residual income, so that you no longer bound to that situation. Because if you are self-employed today, or let's say you are employed in a job, I mean, I think everyone has seen in South Africa what lockdown has done over the last couple of months. I believe 11 million plus people have lost their jobs in the last couple of months. And if those people were not prepared for what happened over the last couple of months, they are in a very difficult situation today. So I think, every time one is exposed to these type of situation, you just realize more and more the importance of putting in place multiple streams of income. Now, you need to also see that or understand that property is then also a vehicle that can help you, put in place new and additional streams of income, whether it be, like Leroy said, through multi-let deals, through buy-to-let deals, because ultimately we invest in property for cash flow. So we want to ensure that as part of our strategies, we also have cash flowing strategies, because we want to be in a position where we continue earning, on those particular properties. So I think it's, it needs to be a mindset shift for some people. I see more and more people are more open to multiple streams of income. And I think that's important. We've started this journey many, many years back. So our minds have been renewed to, putting in place multiple streams of income. And of course, we've been also training and coaching over the last couple of years. And, you find sometimes that sometimes it takes a long time for the penny to drop for some people, the importance of diversifying. But I think what lockdown has done is that it's definitely showed a lot more people that you can't just depend on that one stream of income, whether it be just that one business stream or maybe just your job today. It's definitely, we need to be in a position where we start looking for more and more opportunities that can help us grow our income.
No, that's true, Candice. Yeah, man, because I think the goal for I think for everyone, not just for, is to work because you want to work, not because you have to work. Eh?
Exactly.
But I think on your way to there, you have to do things that you don't want to do to get there as well.
For sure.
Right? And you need to be patient, guys. This is it's a journey. It's not a get rich quick scheme, eh?
Exactly.
It's a journey. It's hard work. You need to get uncomfortable sometimes, and I think that's why most people don't go for it, because it's uncomfortable, and sometimes you need to do things which you don't want to do.
Mm.
So I think there, but at least the important thing is that you start, especially in property. You start getting the education. Then you start, because you don't want to make all the mistakes yourself, right? You don't want to be like, I've bought the wrong properties. We've done a lot of the mistakes, so you don't want to make all the mistakes yourself. They're a bit painful and they're expensive. So you're going to get the education. Once you get the education, you can get the deals. Now, what we've done is we've made it easy for you. We've put together a platform where you don't have to go and walk the streets and drive, that you can come to the platform and you can find some of the deals. So we've done some of the heavy lifting for you already, where the deals are on there, the spreadsheets are on there, the power team is on there, where you don't have to go and go through different power team members and make mistakes and get bad service. So I think that's, yeah, so it's a journey, but I think start. And the best time to start was what? 20 years ago. Okay? In property. When's the next best time?
Now.
When's the next best time? Next best time is
now.
So I think, yeah. So anyone have a comment or a suggestion? Maybe let us know what you planning for 2021, or how you planning for it.
Awesome. Leroy, I think whilst people are just doing that, just one thing that I also just want to emphasize that you also touched on now, in planning for success in 2021 and beyond, it's so important also to find a coach or mentor, someone who's doing what you want to do successfully. And, I'm sure you've heard this in a lot of workshops, but really it's the truth and it works. I've seen it in my own life. If you work with mentors and coaches, people who are more successful than you, it really helps you to achieve your goals in acceleration. And, I'm quite proud to say that, I've got 4 online mentors that I'm working with at the moment. And it's just that I'm seriously working with at the moment for my specific strategies and goals that I'm pursuing. And I can't tell you what it has meant for me, because what you'll find is that when you work with a mentor or a coach, they will look at your particular situation, and because they've been there, it's easy for them to actually see where you are and what you need to do in order to get to that next step. And as they help you also to identify, the path going forward, at the same time, they're also able to share with you their experiences, their knowledge. Sometimes they're even able to share connections with you. People that you are able to connect with or tap into that can help you move some of your goals forward. So you need to really, if you do not have mentors and coaches today, find them. They're not difficult to find. Sometimes, you can even have them online, and that means that you get to spend time with them. Some of my online mentors are not face-to-face type of relationships, so I just learn from them. So, I spent some time also still working through some of the content that Robert and Kim Kiyosaki share, and there are others that I also follow as part of what they do, so it's always important for me to stay close to the fire to see what's happening as far as my strategies and my business ventures are concerned. So I think it's so important to also align yourself, even if you're not able to engage directly with a mentor, maybe on a face-to-face and I'm talking about online face-to-face spaces, you could also have the opportunity to find mentors online that you are able to follow and just, you know, see some of the content that they're sharing with you, and stay connected, you know, stay close to the fire, because that's going to help you to, you know, better equip yourself and to grow in that area. Sometimes we need new skills in order to move our goals forward. We need knowledge in order to move our goals forward. And if you are not getting the right knowledge, if you're not getting the right skills, if you are not surrounding yourself with the right people, then it's going to be very difficult for you to actually achieve your goals in acceleration. So think about some of these things and think about how you are able to find, you know, mentors and coaches that will be able to help you move those goals forward. And I think that's just something that I wanted to emphasize as part of that, Leroy.
Yeah, and I think, Candice, what is good is sometimes you have to pay for these for these people, eh? Sometimes
sure.
I actually believe it's better to pay for it than to get it for free. I think so. Because if someone mentors you and they mentor you for free, you have to wait for that person to have time and normally people that are successful are busy. They don't always have the time to sit with you and so I think sometimes it's even better. I know about, you remember, what was this, 6-7 years ago when we went on the Rich Dad workshop, and then I got a coach, Andrew Walker, and he helped me from just buying and selling properties to really thinking about cash flow with the calculations, how to analyze an area, and we really went into detail. And the thing is, why you also have to pay for these things is because at the time I didn't have people in my family that own 100 properties or someone that has done all of these things. So I didn't have people around me where I could go and say, listen, help me do this, help me do this. I didn't have those people around me. So I had to invest in myself. And sometimes don't look at it as you are paying someone, you investing in yourself.
Sure.
Right. So I think so. That's and even Candice says she has 4. Now Candice is always a bit extravagant.
I've got big goals and I want to achieve them quickly.
I've actually got up and they change, guys, eh? Now when we started out, we were looking at that. And even this evening at 7 o'clock, I'm meeting with a guy from a bank. Not meeting, he's actually helping me. I need help with a few things because now we're going to the next level, right? We're looking at bigger deals, more complicated deals. And he's helping me how to analyze them quicker, what to look for, how to get the process quicker to the financing as well. And yeah, man, so that's important. I think get mentors. And sometimes guys read books as well. Some of my mentors I don't even know. Like Bill Winston. I've seen him on stage. I've never met him, but I listen to him a lot. I don't read books. I listen to a lot of books. Audible.
Yes.
So I'll buy books. I bought Patrick Bet-David's book, Next 4 Moves. What next? Next 5 moves. Next 5 moves, and an intermittent fasting book. So that's what I'm listening to currently. So as I said, yeah, and use this time, read a book or two. Yeah, man.
That's good, Leroy. You know, that's so important. I mean, reading, because that's equipping yourself. You know, the more you read, the more knowledge you are able to absorb, and that's important. And it needs to be relevant material, you know. So I from time to time, I will just, you know, casually browse through a magazine or something. But generally, the type of material that I read is material that will be able to help me move some of my goals forward. And remember, when it comes to mentors, you will also have mentors across different areas, you know. So remember, it depends what main areas have you identified. Maybe you've got, you know, you want to succeed spiritually, you will need a spiritual mentor. You want to succeed financially, you know, maybe someone that can help you to be more finance savvy, you know. Maybe there's property, maybe there's business. So you need to identify where you are today and what are the key areas. Now, for me, you know, I've got a few key areas that are important. So it's important for me to ensure that I have mentors that I'm working with across those areas. Why? Because they're going to help me to achieve my goals and acceleration as far as those particular areas are concerned. So just remember that, you know, and like Leroy says, sometimes you can find these mentors through books. You can find them online. Like I said, I also have some other online mentors that I work with. But you need to also realize that sometimes you're going to invest in yourself. You're going to have to find someone that you are able to pay a fee in exchange for the service that they're going to be giving you. And that will be a coaching or a mentorship service that they will be giving you. Because as Leroy said, you know, people are busy or productive. I'd like to use the word productive instead. And they don't always have time just to engage with you on a casual basis and, you know, just give you information on a casual basis. So if you are really serious about moving forward, then you sometimes have to pay for what you are looking for. Why? Because you are investing in yourself. So we need to look at it from that perspective. I find also still in our South African culture that, you know, yes, I can see the growth that has happened over the last couple of years by being in this particular industry, you know, the property training and coaching industry. More and more people are investing in themselves, but you still find people who don't want to pay for coaching or who don't want to pay for mentorship, but at the same time, they want to leverage the information and the experience, but they're not prepared to actually pay for it. You know, so you have to have a mindset shift when it comes to that as well. And sometimes it really is a better experience, you know, if you are able to then pay for your coaching or your mentorship, just depending on who you are working with. But you find sometimes that it actually does become a better experience for you too, because, you know, it's more structured. And there's a better approach to the coaching and the mentorship from that perspective compared to just having a casual chat every now and again.
Yeah, so I think that also with the planning, but it's part of planning, eh? Investing in yourself is part of planning. Yeah, so do that, guys. And while we're talking about this, and there's someone that told me the other day that I want to do this in property. So I said, listen, go on this course and go on that course. And they said, no, I don't have time. I said, dude, you don't have time to. It costs about what 3,000, whatever it is. You don't have time to do that, but you want to do this. So how you don't really want to do it.
Exactly.
You make time. And if you don't have the money, you save it up over a few months, and you start surrounding yourself with those people, right? And there's actually a powerful statement that I heard a while ago that said, people don't invest in people who don't invest in themselves. So I'm going to say that people don't invest in people that don't invest in themselves. Let's use property, for example. If you've got a deal and you want an investor, or not even, let's say you've got a deal and you want the bank to invest in that property. The bank wants to know, who are you? That's what the bank wants to know. The bank wants to know, who are you? Right? What have you done? Right? How am I going to get my money back and that's what any investor wants to know. So if you don't invest in yourself, you don't have the education, you don't know that, no one's going to give you money. Right? Because they want to know, okay, who are you? What's your experience? What have you done? Why do you want my money? I want my money for this reason. Okay. When am I going to get it back? How am I going to get it back? And when am I going to get it back? If you can't tell them that, then they're not going to give you money. So if you don't invest in yourself, that's basically an indication that you don't want more money.
For sure.
And I think the skills, sorry, Candice, last one before we go. I think we've reached the end. And I think, and this is for me too, I need new skills as well, guys. Because what I know up until now has brought me to this point.
Yes.
And if I want more money, I want a better life, I want to increase, I want to go further, have to get new information and new skills to get me to the next level. Right. So okay, that's it for me. I think we've covered.
Now we've got some questions quickly. So let me just address it. So we've got a question from Angelique, and she says, "Yeah, afternoon, everyone. This is really a good session. So thanks for that, Angelique." She says, "You need to realize your worth. Then investing in yourself comes much easier." So yes, I think we need to realize our worth. And I also believe that we need to be clear on our whys. You know, why do you want to be successful? And that's so important, because if you are not clear about your whys, you're not going to have any motivation or determination to succeed. So all of us have dreams, all of us have goals that we want to achieve. And sometimes it means just connecting with those goals and those dreams again, because those things are going to help keep you inspired and motivated on your journey. And, you know, I talk about this also, and I've mentioned it before, the importance of having a dream wall or vision board, you know, and I feel it's so important for everyone to actually have a dream wall or vision board. And it's really, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's just a normal canvas board that you can buy from a stationery shop. You find words and pictures that represent your main goals, your main dreams, and you put them out there and you put it in a place where you are able to see it every time. And sometimes when things become difficult, or when they don't go as quickly as you want them to, what do you need to do? Just keep your eye on that dream wall, on that vision board. And I promise you, those whys are going to help motivate you in terms of moving forward. So Vivian also has a question here, Leroy. He says, which courses are available? Because you spoke about, you know, investing in yourself. Do you want to maybe just give some insights as far as what's coming from
Yeah,
Property
look,
Pick?
what we are going to do, Vivian, which is quite exciting on the Property Pick platform. We're going to get an online property course for you on the platform, right? So we're busy with it. Once it's done, then we're going to get it on, which will help you to get the information around this. This will just be a property course, right? Help you to get the information, and there'll be a support webinar where you can ask questions and we can help you monthly to obviously analyze deals or whatever questions you have with a monthly support webinar. So that's coming soon. So once that's up, we'll have another one, and we'll tell you about it. And I think that'll be powerful for you.
Yes, so that's good, Leroy. Thanks. Yeah. So Vivian must just know, you know, even as Property Pick, we've realized that we have more and more followers and subscribers asking us about, you know, getting formal type of training or coaching as part of, as far as property investing is concerned, because I know you appreciate the tips that we share every now and again. And of course, you know, some of the Get Property Wise chats that we do every Wednesday, but some people have reached out to us and they're actually looking for a formal coaching program that can now actually bring all of it together, you know, so that they know what is my step 1, what is my step 2, and my step 3, and so on. So we've listened to those individuals, and we are in the process of finalizing that. So soon we will be able to share with you when this particular coaching program is available. It will be online, and you will be able to do it online, but we'll share with you once that is available. And then of course, for our subscribers, we have our monthly support call, and you are then able to connect with us as part of that. So even if you're going to go into the coaching program, you will also have the opportunity then to connect with us on those monthly support calls, you know, in addition to the coaching. So we will be sharing some information with you soon. So stay connected to the platform. And then Leroy, last question here from Daryl. So, or comment, he says, your biggest risk is ignorance, lack of knowledge. First, invest in yourself before you invest in your area of endeavor. And 100%.
And Daryl does that well. Like, Daryl's on every course, he's on every webinar, he's on every well done, Daryl. Daryl is asking questions all the time. So well done, Daryl, brother. I think, yeah, that's Bible, Daryl. Hey, my people perish for lack of knowledge. They don't perish because of anything else. They perish because they don't know. And they want to educate themselves. So I think, yeah, they're well done, Daryl. So guys, subscribe to the platform, right? We give you the support, we get the deals, we've got the spreadsheet, we connect you to a power team as well for a small admin fee, right? 249, 129 if you're a seller. No, if you're an investor, if you want more, it goes up 249. So subscribe. If you do have in properties that you want to sell, subscribe, put them on the platform. You can load one property on for free. If you have more than one, obviously we charge you. It's $349 for 10, and I think $949 for more than 20. So these are small fees, guys. And as I said, that's part of investing in yourself, right? So subscribe to the platform, get your deals on there, get your support, be connected to the power team, get all the spreadsheets on there, okay? Is there anything else that I missed there, Candice?
Yeah, so just also, if you are a seller today, or if you know of any sellers who need to sell quickly, maybe they don't want to, they're being harassed by the banks, they've lost their income, they can no longer afford their monthly repayments, and, they want to sell that property before it's repossessed. If you know people like that, remember, we have the free listing available. So as Property Pick, that's our contribution also to help those individuals be able to sell their properties quickly, because it's going to be in their best interest to try and sell it rather than have the banks repossess it. I'm not going to go into the detail there, but just remember, we've got the free listing. So if you need to list your property, or if you know anyone who needs to sell quickly, tell them about Property Pick. They can subscribe and do at least one free listing. And that will really help a lot of people. And what will that do? That will, immediately connect them to investors who are looking for good deals. And, they could end up selling their property really in a short period of time. So help yourselves and also help other people. Tell them about the platform. And then remember, even if you are an investor, so let's say you are sourcing deals and you want to pass them on to investors, it's also an opportunity to list that property at no cost. And then, of course, it will escalate, the higher you go. But if you are also maybe an investor today, you've got a property that you want to sell off for whatever reason, remember, it's also an opportunity then for you to list your property. And of course, it's a free listing. So it's Property Pick. We don't take any commission as part of that particular transaction. You list your deal, and that deal will then be immediately advertised on our platform and to all our investors. So massive opportunities. We've worked on this over the last couple of months to really add value to sellers, to add value to investors. So take advantage of what we've put together and how we are trying to also assist you, the seller, as well as you, the investor, to tap into those good deals and start generating the income that you need so that you can achieve your success, your financial success in 2021 and also beyond. Awesome. So I think that's it. And then just last thing, sorry from my side, Leroy, last thing, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So we will be making the links available in this post. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are listening to us on YouTube now, then remember, just subscribe, click on the subscribe button. And also, you would be able then to engage with us on our YouTube channel as well. So please stay connected to us and catch up on our previous chats that we've done. We've also interviewed some experts and professionals in property, and some of them have shared really good insights and information with us. So go and listen to those conversations. We started our Wednesday chat a couple of months ago, and of course we've had some good experts and professionals that we've interviewed, over the last couple of months. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. And of course, we look forward to connecting with you next week again. So thanks, everyone. Thanks for your time today. Okay, thanks, guys, Leroy.
Last one, Vivian. Just send us an email on info@propertypick, and then we'll be able to help you and refer you there. Okay, good stuff. Okay, cheers, guys. All the best. See ya.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day. Bye-bye.